Alright. Something about menus. I don't know what I would change to make that work better. Increases sharpness across the image. Like, none of these factor into the menus. It's bizarre. Gamma correction. It's weird. I went to custom. I haven't changed anything. It should still be on medium. Like, everything's fine. But the second we go into menu, encoding overlay. Truly bizarre! What the hell? It's not that bad. Tolerable for this. You know what? Mouse acid arrow, scorching ray, except we're not in menus that often. Alright, buddy. Arcane Trickster. Oh, 2 cantrips, 2 spells, and then another spell. Acid Splash, Bone Chill, Poison Spray, Ray of Frost, Shocking Grasp, Blade Ward. Friends, Dancing Lights, Light, Minor Illusion, True Strike. Seeing as how he is only half damage from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing attacks. He's a rogue. He's going to be getting in close for sneak attacks. Shocking Grasp wouldn't be bad. But Blade Ward would make sense. Take Blade Ward. Charm Person, Color Spray, Disguise Self, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Sleep. Charm Person, Hideous Laughter. Sneak attacks can be ranged. It's true. It is true. Long Strider. Might take another Grease. Grease is nice. Nice way to slow people down as well as set them on fire. Alright. Cloud of Daggers I might take. Like, I'm tempted for Web, but I feel like Cloud of Daggers is a nice little AoE spell. Lasts for 10 turns. Yeah, we can also use it for, like, area denial. Cast spells while silenced. Spells have an action. I'll take Subtle Spell. Silence is annoying. Removing it from existence is good. I'm out of short rests. What do you guys say? We have a long rest, eh? Anyone here want to chat? Exclamation marks?
I want to have a word.
Withers! Buddy!
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services.
We were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Will they join me willingly?
Most willingly,
Forsooth!
Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Yeah, it tends to happen when there's big new releases. Everyone plays the same thing. Impressive. Are there other ways you could help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
To be honest, my excitement is mostly Armored Core. Armored Core related for new releases, but I'm definitely enjoying this. You mentioned, that's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
You mentioned a cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
Oh, that's not too bad. I would like to talk about, hirelings.
Very well.
I'd like to talk about something else. That's outrageous.
Such is life. Outrage leading to a singular end.
Withers has like this energy about him, and then when you see him move, he's like this hunched over but slightly too fast skeleton just shambling about. It amuses me so.
Anything of use?
Maybe I should put away a bunch of this garbage I'm carrying. What? We have Mask of the Shapeshifter in here? Periwinkle underwear? Stream Hopper loafers? Oh, this is the Twitch stuff. The Twitch stuff is weirdly peculiar clothing chest. Bears the faint likeness of 6 noble figures from a far-off, near-mythical land. I don't know what's going on here. Take all. I don't know. Did you buy the game before release? Yeah, my brother gave it to me for my birthday ages ago. Well, alright, I'll give that to me. What's this peculiar clothing chest do? And what's a bewildering adventures pack? Destitute clothes. Withers is a vendor. Homely clothes. Whoa now. Whoa, aren't I wearing robes? Did you forget about the robes? Stop looking at my body. Yeah, what happened to the robes? Robes don't show up? That's just weird. References to Divinity Original Sin? Ah. You could sell loot to him, can we? Let's see if we could sell stuff to him.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
I see. That's very rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further?
No.
I don't think I could sell stuff to Withers.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Bottom left buttons, game menu, character select, attack, dialogue history. Those are my buttons down there. Dialogue history. I'm not going to click the attack button. Used to be a haggle button.
One day I'll catch
I guess at this point it's just a magic thing and no longer a vendor. I'll just put some garbage in here, I guess. Oh. There we go, alright. No, don't equip it, you dum-dum. Just want to huck stuff in my chest over here. I don't think I need this many axes and halberds. This many quarterstaves. Eventually we'll find a place to sell stuff, I assume. And when we do, I'll have this just lying around waiting for me. Oh my god, don't auto-scroll! I've given everybody the best things in the collection, so they should be fine. There we go. Water, void bulbs, tongs, spiked bulb, a bunch of skulls, destitute clothing. Alright, now what's that box do up here? Cape of the Red Prince. A lute. Bicorn of the Sea. Needle of the Outlaw Rogue. I mean, take all, I guess. Now this is just an empty box, right? There we go. Bewildering Adventures Pack. Alright, just a bunch of camp supplies in there. Might as well wear the sorcerer's robe. They're cooler, I guess. We got multiple soul coins. Cape of the Red Prince. Oh yeah. A dagger, huh?
How delicious.
Oh, I suppose you'll use it.
I've got a long road ahead.
Send it to Astarion. And this is a pirate hat. I'll send this to our wizard friend. Gale gets this. Gale, put on your new pirate hat. It won't show up here, but it better show up when we're back on the other map.
Keep your distance, darling.
And you get the needle. Oh, now he has 2 weapons. Works for me. Okay. Nap time. Hold on. Be the right character. Increased chance of wild search. Oh, good.
Let's see.
You know I like that. Rest.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Oh, he's a vampire?
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
Blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
How long since you've killed someone? Days? Hours?
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. It feels so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind
Yes, I saw.
unfolds,
Oh, yes, yes.
secrets half revealed.
Push into his mind. Wow, Kratos, look, I mean, we're gonna easily be in that brain.
What's this? What's happening?
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. His mind opens up, revealing cracked and quivering memories. At their heart, you see dark eyes commanding you to
He does have a ruffled V-neck. We should have expected him
You
to be a
open your
vampire.
mouth and bite down, not into a tender neck, but into the twisting body of a rat. The only thing your master lets you eat.
Wait, Alice, because you're forced to, not because you wanted to.
Yes. Yes, I ate whatever disgusting vermin my master picked. So you can see why I'm slow to trust you. But I do trust you. And you can trust me.
You tried to bite me. How can I trust you?
Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal.
Come on, just a nibble. Just a little nibble. A little itty bitty. Alright, but go too far and I'll drive a stake through your chest.
Ah, of course. I shall be gentle as a babe. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
Now, we could do this standing up, thank you very much.
It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do the neck. We have a stake nearby? I think we're gonna be alright. That's enough of that.
Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
Looking forward to seeing you fight.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident.
He's gonna ask for a
ready to
cigarette.
hunt.
Just a nibble. Oh god, the transformation! Alright. Hey. Well, I don't know about this. It's quite the look. Oh man, he gets the pirate hat. I'm stuck with this. It does give me a cool disguise spell, which is why I want it. I had a hickey that magically appeared because I'm wearing this, no one could see it. Man, you can really just choose whatever you want. Femme strong tiefling. Gnome. Failed a wild magic check.
Yes, now we're talking.
Wait, what happened? What was my magic surge? I don't see myself disguised. The twunk?
I should speak up.
Good morning. How do you feel?
Hide the helm. My neck hurts. How do you think I feel?
Be grateful I'm not a true vampire, then. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
Is that how you can stand in the sun? Because you're not a true vampire?
Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules.
How do you think he decided to test the sunlight?
Wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
What's causing this? The Mind Flayer's parasite?
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
So we're traveling with a vampire, are we? Of course we are.
This guy has turned into a weird looking guy.
Astarion. I taste absolutely awful.
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
I trust him.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty to work together as a team.
Just because he talks like this doesn't mean we can trust him.
There now. We're all friends again.
You
Shall
can
we go?
trust me.
Ahead of us.
I won't eat him. Oh my no. It's like, dude. I don't think you're getting across the way you want to get across here. Oh my god, have you not seen? You can have relations with a druid who wild shapes into a bear. You can have sex with a bear man. Is there a way to make it so? Armor set visibility. There we go. I just want to hide the helmet. Wild shape, baby. Oh. But the helmet's still there, damn it. There we go, hide. Nope, not quite yet. Much better, much better. I can be anything I want! There we go, back to my very sexy self. Bow, bow, bow. I should have swapped someone out for our Githyanki friend. Slightly bloodless, but whatever. What? Tuffet? Who is Tuffet? Let's go talk to Tuffet. Tuffet's a bear? She is mean, like, I'm not gonna deny it. You are not wrong.
Farther can I go?
No, you just care about your stupid
But
apprenticeship.
when someone starts mean,
Take that back.
it means that we can probably arc them over to being not mean, which makes me want to have them in the party. Means interesting and dynamic conversations, probably.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers. But I doubt she'll be taking on new patients.
You say
The
that.
grove will be locked down soon.
So you're really locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic. But
Locking
more
down the
monsters seem to
groove?
terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them. as they continue their travels.
Casting out the tieflings. Typical.
I don't want this to happen either. But Korga makes the decisions. I can do nothing.
They're
but
fucked,
pray to
unfortunately.
Sylvanas in the
I hope
hopes
they
that
die
he'll
a
protect them.
swift death out in the wilds. Your prayers won't do shit, but you might be able to talk to Kaga.
You don't know Korga. She won't listen. I'm truly sorry.
Don't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed!
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay.
I like her
These people
pants.
aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Listen, we're all tieflings here, alright?
This isn't El Terrell, and I'm not responsible for every damn tiefling in the world!
Just be responsible for yourself then. We have to stay. It's the right thing to do.
Zerg. Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
Was there a zero floating over his head?
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
The scowl on your face was frightening.
He's pretty grumpy.
You're an idiot.
Swing and swing and... Oh!
Go on. Make me proud.
Oh, the waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least...
What we got down here? Where's this druid? I gotta talk to him.
Had my fill of this place.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
I'll do what I want.
We're exposed now.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Who's swinging? I hope the whole
Got to
party.
be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts.
What's that zero back there?
Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
What the fuck is happening?
It was his caravan.
Oh. He's gonna hit that boy.
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it. How?
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
I'm gonna use that one in the future. Don't you dare lay a finger on that child.
You threatening me?
You're the one making threats to a child. Pull yourself together. I'm sorry, what did I roll with the other one? They've never seen it, how they know it's ugly. Oh, good point.
Him all at once. You won't be so lucky. Get out of the way.
Gods, don't bleed over the thing. It's just tin and glass. Here, take it.
Kuno.
Not sure why you care so much about it, honestly.
Scram! Before I give you something to care about. Kid's lucky you were here.
All worked out.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
Don't be grumpy, Roland.
Grumpy. The scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
You're doing the right thing. The others need help.
And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost.
Why are you so eager to reach the city?
You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I'll have you know I'm the greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
A young man, yes? Lives in Ramaz's tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much
No.
appreciate
My
if you
character
could
for
arrange
Baldur's
an
Gate 2
introduction, should
is
we
the
reach
best
city.
wizard there is, and he lives in Baldur's Gate. I have a wizard sanctuary there. It's an interdimensional orb that takes up a giant chunk of the slums. I've heard stories about Lorcan, not all of them good.
Common gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Leroican for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see.
I'm gonna be the best. The very best. The best there ever was.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people?
Got a sexy goblin in there?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You, move!
No. I won't. Ooh, read the tiefling's thoughts. Persuasion. This won't avenge canon. It won't change anything. Friends. Just made it.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do.
Oh, yes.
Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
I don't know. Because vengeance these people alive, you'll grant the goblins 2 victories this day. Because she's not target practice, she's a person.
Can't say I understand that. I'm not sure I want to.
It's alright, Arca. Let's go.
Everyone approves.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Talk to goblin.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
An upgrade from a bear. Who is this Absolute you're so fond of? Your god?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
Got me interested. Got any literature on you?
My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'm not saying we should trust a goblin, but she sounds very useful.
Well, I'd certainly like to meet her.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Yeah, sure.
Then hurry up and do it. My tribe ain't as friendly as I am. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies,
What?
and your dogs.
Don't say that after I agree to let you out.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something.
Ooh, something important.
Rather important.
All right, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we?
Not really.
Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage.
It's only been a few hours.
You diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder.
That was 2 seconds ago.
I've grown to trust you.
Oh, it's gratifying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. Except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
You're my favorite character, so let's figure out what's going on with you. Can it be cured?
No. It cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home.
He's lovesick.
What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Are you addicted to magic? Your illness caused you to consume raw magic? I'm gonna need some details. He has Sugma.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now.
Deadly case of ligma.
When I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you
so tragic.
to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
A deadly case of butt for. Sounds like no condition I've ever heard of. You're just fishing for loot. Where do you suggest we find these artifacts?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger.
What are you talking about, bud?
Danger involved, or great cost.
Not exactly I risk either of those things for a wizard, I barely know. That sounds terrible. It's no upside for me. I expect as much. Don't worry, I'm happy to help.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Maybe. Maybe you can. I don't know.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Any witnesses around here? Just an empty prison?
in this cage or what?
Just be patient.
Well, hurry up. I got all the time in the world. You don't. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Just gotta do a little lockpicking, just a little teeny tiny little lockpicking here.
Let me out, you bunch of softies.
Woo!
Bloody teeths everywhere.
Good thing out all those bonuses, true.
Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word.
Who is this absolute?
We're burning her name. The
Oh, I've already heard this.
gold from the sky she is.
Alright, let me go see if there's other people I want to talk to first.
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
Oh my god. Hope this goblin's good at sneaking. Think so?
I'm ready.
Healing word. No, I think it's a special condition. Part of that whole being fed on by a vampire thing. Ah, with lesser restoration, huh?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Boop, 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 boop. Show me just cleric stuff. There's another one. Dying. Revivify my cure. Doo-doo. Pass without trace, cure wounds, inflict wounds, healing word, guiding bolt, charm person, prayer everything. Boom, 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 boom.
Way to go still.
There it is, okay. Restoration, where are you? Cure a creature from disease, poison, paralysis, or blindness. Spell is not prepared. I'd have to do a rest anyway to get it on there. Get like a papoose or something. Carry the goblin. Just put him in a backpack.
On I go.
Where's this goddamn druid?
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
Don't say that.
You could swap him out of combat? Alright, let's see.
Sad. Bored.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go.
To bring.
got a little wiggle room to it, yeah.
Better get to it.
Die if I met Leroic and reeking of this place. Never get the smell out of my clothes.
Children. The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
What a thrill.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
You look like the druid.
Go on. Give me a best shot.
Yeah.
Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
I'm really a child.
I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Don't allow dying. Yeah, allergies been killing me. It's good advice, child. You do well to listen. I'll do what I want.
Path through me. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become...
Oh, you got a worm in your head too? What a coincidence.
The Blade of Frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Yes, I see.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yep, and we both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. With united with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
I don't... What? What? I didn't pay no attention in school, I'm sorry. Hunting in the hell's dangerous territory.
I'm no stranger to the infernal. Better to slay a devil before her fires burn common folk to ash. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
No, wait, this...
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
That's a band name if I've ever heard one. Trail of Corpses. I'm looking for a cure to this infection. I suggest we partner up.
Just so you know, my first duty is Karlach. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. You'll need to make room if you want to partner up, though. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
Go to my camp and wait for me.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
So do you know where my camp... Hey, wait! No, wait, I didn't tell you where it is! Well, Will! Will, no! Another one lost. Bye! It's like, Will! Will, no! If I have one complaint so far, it is that this map is fucking useless.
Right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Here's the thing, though. I'm not afraid of bears.
Talking to you, Babs. Magrin. Give her a chance.
You, get back!
I switch characters. Is this where the sex happens? Wilma! Wait for me, be over by goblins by now. I'll go where I please. Ignore them and proceed. Why? What's so special down there?
It's forbidden to outsiders. Korga's orders.
Not looking for trouble. Can you just let me go?
No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
At least
I bet
things have
she's
stayed
giving them
interesting.
hell.
Seems like a good moment
She's
to
not
talk.
our kid for nothing.
Oh, so many bears? Where is this person I'm supposed to talk to? Where's this Koga person?
I smell drama amongst these adventurers.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When those goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Yes, I too have a fun mustache, yes. Let's give go with a normal description.
Goblins were of rare, jam-colored.
Would you say this felt like a Baldur's Gate game?
Magic.
Huh. Yes and
They
no.
had marching in the rear. Was it of the brass or silver variety?
I still think it's weird that this game is Baldur's Gate 3, but like Baldur's Gate 1, your characters are Ball spawn and Ball wants to use you and it's your struggle against him and his machinations. Baldur's Gate 2, Arenicus kidnaps you, wants to use your Ball spawnness, and it's your struggle against Arenicus, and like that one's a little bit more wide open, you go off into the world, you have your adventures, but they all focus around like the Ball spawn thing. And then Baldur's Gate 3 is like, okay, Ithalids. It's like, what's the, like, I thought the thread was like this whole gods meddling with people threads. Like, where is that? Like, that could still happen, like something interesting and god meddling could be coming up. Because we do have, like, peculiar little worms in us that are making us behave differently. We have Vampire and the Sun and whatnot. Like, overall, like, the vibe. I would say the vibe is Baldur's Gate. I would give it that. Like, it does feel like playing those old Baldur's Gate games when it comes to the dialogue options. And then the gameplay is better than Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Like, I like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Some of my favorite games. I've replayed them many times, but I don't love the combat of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Like, having to slap the spacebar all the time to pause. Having it actually be true turn-based and having initiative matter. It feels good to actually see the rules being incorporated. But I've only been playing this for what? 4 hours? 5 hours? Like somewhere in that ballpark? So I don't think I've given it quite enough yet. They didn't want people to feel like they needed to play 20-year-old games to understand 3. Sure, but I also feel like you could have picked up that thread and new people could have been able to figure out what the hell's going on. You can't download for like 3 days. Spoon! It took me like 6 hours to download this game today. a Scion God, since there's a plane of force that Ithlids use unless the lore changed. Like, there could be something coming up. Somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, somewhere in that ballpark. Like, I can understand not wanting people to feel like they have to play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but at the same time, this has a 3 at the end. I feel like you could have still continued that story without necessarily needing people to play 1 and 2. Like, you could play 2 and have no idea what's going on in 1, because you could choose to make a new character, unrelated to the character in 1. You found it, the correct opportunity to not do a spoiler. What? Tell me more. I have to go refill my water bottle. I'm coughing too much. So you tell me this not spoiler while I BRB. I'll be right back.